My name is Daver, and I set a goal to run my first ultramarathon by the time I turned 40. Now, for a better part of the year, I've been documenting my journey, and I've brought a camera along the way. This series is going to highlight each month of training up until my first ultramarathon. My name's Daver, and thanks for checking out this video. This is part 5 in a series documenting my journey to my first ultramarathon. In this video, I recap the month of May of 2024, where I start preparing for my next trail race, which was a 25K, the furthest distance that I had raced up until this point. Gorgeous weather. All right, it blew up on this run. It's beautiful, it's hot, and just went out too hard. Felt good, and now I am struggling. Yep, I know, I'm going too slow, Garmin. I'm getting bit by shit too. Forgot to bring my bug spray. This training run is trash. My legs are done. So one thing that I was really keen on doing in the month of May was doing some race simulations, which is something that, I kind of did with my last 10K, but I needed to incorporate my nutrition and hydration strategy to make sure that I had enough fuel to keep going. So it was something I wanted to make sure that I practiced. So I was ready for race day and knew what I could or couldn't eat. I needed to make sure what electrolytes agreed with my stomach so I wouldn't get sick. So it was very important for me to make sure that I had it down. Here for a training simulation run. It's about 73 degrees and super humid, and there are thunderstorms in the area, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to be doing about 20K today, kind of just simulating the race, which is a 5K loop race. I'm going to be simulating it and using my car as my aid station. Today I'm only doing 4 5K loops, so 20K. Once you pass an hour and a half of just running, you need to start refueling and rehydrating. I got hydration, I got tons of fuel here. I have these energy chews. I have this NAC Energy Ultra, and I have some Fig bars. My hydration is going to be liquid IV because I have a bunch of it and I need to use it up, and it agrees with my stomach, so that's a good thing. I also have some Pepto chewables just in case I don't feel well. I have some gels. I've had these and used these, and these are really good. I've never had this one, so I might try it today, and I've never had a spring energy gel, so we'll see. I might experiment with this on the last loop. Tons of water. I'll be running with my naked belt. These are my shoes that I'm going to be using for the race. These are the Topo Terra Venture 3s, so I'll be training in these today too. Love the wide toe box. I'm really hoping that the storms hold off. Don't care about rain, care about lightning and wind and hail or tornadoes, so hopefully we won't have any of that today. We have begun, and there is no one out here. There were 2 hikers leaving as I was getting geared up to go. They were super friendly, asking me about what I was doing today, and I guess one of them was a trail runner too, so that was pretty cool. Been here many times before, and I really like this trail. Should be a good race simulation, I hope. I'm gonna take it easy, 10-minute pace, just so I can sustain myself. As long as there isn't lightning, I think I'll be okay today. Now, you always have to be ready for the unexpected, and when you encounter that in your training, that's going to help you deal with any kind of unforeseen circumstances in your race. First obstacle, looks like there's a loose dog on the other side of where I need to run on the trail. He's just waiting for me. I don't know if you can see him over there. Looks like a German Shepherd. I don't see anybody around. I'll figure out what to do. Or is that a coyote? He's coming this way. That's great. So I'll just kind of move back. He's just chilling on the bridge. Kind of f***ing up my plans. I see a person on the beach. Maybe it isn't a coyote. It might be their dog. It might not be a coyote. It might just be a German Shepherd. I don't have the best eyes, so it's hard to tell. They're by the beach, so I'm thinking it might be their dog. So maybe I'll try to talk to that person and see if it's their dog. But put your dog on a leash, people. Come on. I want to run by. So he's coming over. All right. Love dogs, but you never know. This training block for the month of May definitely helped prepare me for things you don't even think about. Yeah. So it was the person's dog. They leashed the dog and got it off the little bridge there from far away with bad eyes. It looked like some of the coyotes I've seen, so was not sure what to do, but things worked out and I'm back on the trail. Spoiler, this is not the last time I'm gonna have to deal with some unexpected circumstances or coming up in either training or in my races. It's humid and there are a lot of bugs and spider webs. Lots of roots and rocks. Trying not to get hurt. All right. The first loop is done. I learned that you might run into off-leash dogs. I also learned that my Garmin didn't properly load the route that I put in there. And my glasses are coming down. So definitely some things I got to figure out. All right, I'm gonna take a hydration, nutrition break, and then on to loop number 2. Starting loop 2, it's getting really hot, as you can tell. Very hot, very humid. It is clear. No off-leash dog coyote. So that won't break up my momentum. Storms. Looks threatening, but nothing yet. Let's hope it holds off. Little lake. Some storm clouds up there, but they're not coming this way. Ugh. I know you can't tell on camera, but this is a pretty steep road and it's really humid. Still going up, 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 up. So we're hiking this one. Loop 2 done. Halfway through, I'm gonna try this. Fig bar went down great. Felt pretty good, but only about 75% of that loop. Towards the end, I was definitely feeling a crash. So let's see if this NAC Ultra Energy Bar does me any good. Starting loop 3, I think I'm gonna run it backwards for the last 2 loops, just to change it up. I don't have my glasses on, so it's time to play snake or root on the trail. The opposite way is much easier. It's going downhill. It's getting to look nice and pretty, but it is hot and it's still pretty muddy. I don't know if it poured just in this area while I was at my car refueling or what. Whoa. Oh, my hamstring is starting to hurt a little bit though. It's so gorgeous out here now. Whew. Just enjoy the beautiful trail and the quiet. Another good thing about reversing the loop is that this big climb is relatively big, mind you. Ohio big is, and I'm going down it. Coming back down here the other way. It's a little pretty spot down here. A little creek here. I don't know, is this called the Babbling Brook? Oh, all right, now to climb. Almost done with loop 3. Refuel, and then let's crush this last loop. Busting out the Pit Vipers for the last loop. Furthest distance I've ever gone in my life. It's getting dark. Not as in the sun's going down, as in it's getting stormy. That's some motivation there to finish this last loop.
Now, if you're not from the Midwest, May is very humid and stormy.
Storm's right there. I think it's gonna miss me. Just over 10 miles and my back is seizing up. Might still have to stretch it out and then move on. I only have like a mile and a half left. Keep on keeping on. Storms are passing, so feeling pretty lucky. Been running, feeling better. My back doesn't really hurt that much anymore. Ending this run strong. I know I'm walking. I said I've been running most of it, but it's hard to run on these technical rooty and rock trails, or at least in this section, and talk to the camera. Stomach's starting to be a little upset finishing out the last quarter mile. I'm starting to get a little cramping in my stomach. I don't know if it's the awesome sauce or the knack bar or the electrolytes. Not too bad, but something I noticed, and of course it had to happen in the last quarter mile. I'm very tired, not gonna lie. This is my longest effort yet, and ever in my life. And I might walk it in. It's only 1/10 of a mile now. My legs need a rest, for sure. But that was fun. And I am done. 12 miles in the humidity and heat. I need a beer.
Pushing these distances, just like anything, consistency is key. You're gonna get used to each level, each distance.
I know it can be done. My race is only 2 more miles. Do I have 2 more miles in me? Yes, I do. That was definitely a learning experience. That said, I think I'll be ready come race day.
Last May was super humid and stormy, and that was something that I had to contend with while trying to get in my mileage and all my training to make sure I was prepared for my next milestone, a 25K trail race.
This is a 9-mile run, doing another race simulation, so to speak. Got this new outdoor research running jacket, which is perfect for this crappy, windy, cold weather. Wearing the Thunder Crosses, the Salomon Thunder Crosses today. I figured that if it's going to be rainy during the actual race, I'll wear these. If it's dry and hot, I'll be wearing these. It is cold and wet. Steep grade ahead, you don't say. Look at this. So green and wet now. Should I keep the hat flipped up? Whew, that was a steep grade. I'm about 2 weeks from today away from my 25K. Besides a weird little muscle issue after bowling, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling ready, and I'm excited to see how much further I can go and push it. 9 miles today. Let's do it. It's starting to pour a little bit, so I put my hood up, but the problem is my glasses are fogging up. All right, I'll figure it out. Whew. Almost done with loop 1 of 3 for a total 9 miles today. Feeling good. It's a little humid. Loop 1 done. 2 more to go. Had to ditch the rain jacket.
This month was another opportunity for me to practice documenting my journey and documenting my races.
Didn't realize my camera was on 120 frames per second, so that's cool. Everything's gonna be nice and slow. Ditch the rain jacket. Don't know how I did that. Hey, look at this. So there's a storm drain here. The road is way up there. You tell me what movie that reminds you of. Let's get to 6 miles of 9, and hopefully the rain lets up. It's not often I hear some strange animal noises on the trails around here, but I did hear something. It sounded like a wild monkey or something. I see this tree to bend over the trail like this. Thank you, tree. All right, just heard that sound again. Right up there on the trail as I was passing by. It was very loud. I'm not gonna go check it out. I'm gonna keep moving forward, but I have another loop. Don't wanna be a X-Files character. Last climb before this loop is done. I reversed this loop, and I think I like the second loop, the direction I went better. All right, going. Sun is coming out, the rain is stopping, it's getting humid and warm.
Now, running in humidity and storms has its own challenges, and just trying to stay hydrated and on top of my nutrition was something that I wanted to make sure I made a priority.
All right, refueling after loop 2 before my last loop. Get a goo roctane, and there's a thunderstorm over there just north of the trail. I'm gonna chill for a little bit before I head out on the trail into a thunderstorm. And I don't know if you can hear that, but the storm is right there. In my car, not starting the last and final loop. There is a severe thunderstorm warning and a special weather statement for where I'm at. A strong thunderstorm, damaging winds, half-inch hail, so that freaking sucks. Good thing I got done with the loop. I might have to call this one at 6 miles. I might have to do some more miles later today just to get it in. I was hoping I would feel good, but I might have to cut this run short and head to another location. This wicked storm just popped up and came through. It is Midwest looking, y'all. I mean, and there was some pretty, oh, there's some lightning. That was close. Ding dang. This is gnarly. And if I was on the trail right now, I would not be safe at all. Storms are clearing up. Boy, am I glad that I made that decision to get off the trail. That storm was pretty severe. Hopefully I can finish my 9 miles before more storms come. I should be able to make this loop of 3 miles, a little over 3 miles, and finish my run for the day. This is kind of a good vantage point. You can see the storms to the south building up. It's all dark there. Whoa! I hear people talking in the woods. I almost called it quits today. Getting in your car is a bad idea. Pretty sure there are people in the woods back there, not ghosts. Run out of steam. That break was not a good idea, but I had to be safe. And I'm doing a climb. And I think some weather's moving in, but I'm almost done. Little over a mile to go. Hilltop house, makes sense. Whew. Looks like this bad boy just fell down recently. Wouldn't want to be on the other side of that at all. We're done for the day. Hey, squirrel. That is to the west. The storms are moving northeast now, but I want to get back to my car before those hit me. No centaurs. Navigate wisely. Not trying to break an ankle. Oh, yeah, it's a bit slick. This recent, a lot of downed trees. You know, we're lucky we don't have bears or mountain lion, but we do have tornadoes.
Now, just because you're practicing these things doesn't mean everything's going to go perfect on race day, but hopefully you'll be familiar enough to know what you need to do. If there's something that's going wrong, you know how to make an adjustment. As long as you stick to what you've done in training on race day, that is going to be very important. Spoiler.
All right, this is my last run workout before my 25K. Feeling really good. Tapered a lot this week, resting up, ready to crush it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and I appreciate you checking it out. I have a lot more videos documenting my training and some other races coming up. My next video will be that 25K trail race, so stick around for that. And until next time, I'll see you on the trails.